Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in the UK. I have made this project for our Project Share blog hop with my good friends Verity, Jill and Jez, and our theme for this month is birthdays. So I've got a birthday card here, and it also has, if we just untie this and then open it, maybe tied that a little bit too tightly. Inside we've got a gift card holder. There's a little pocket for that, and then if we lift this bit up, we've got a little surprise inside. Let's celebrate you, with some birthday candles along there too, and lots of space to write your own personal message on there. To make this, I am using the Celebrate with Tags stamp set. So stamped all of those balloons and the XOs. Let's celebrate you and those hearts and our lovely big happy birthday. And this comes, you can buy the stamp set and the celebration tags separately, but as always, if you buy it as a bundle, you'll save 10%. So this is the die that I've used for the gift card holder. There's another one in the set that you could use as a tag, double tag. We've got lots of dies that coordinate with the stamp. So I used the balloon because I've got one popped up there on dimensionals, and this is the die that cuts that, little die that cut that bit, and even those hearts that I cut in the gift tag holder, these are from the same set as well. So the bigger one's stitched on the outside, the little one is just stitched on the inside, so I just cut it out and put it there. And I just thought it was quite nice to have a little design on the front so somebody can see that there is actually a gift card in there. And we've got those candle dies in the set as well. So so many different things. Obviously I've used things for birthday, but we've got Christmas in there and those cute little mittens as well, so can't wait to use those, and a to and from for those big tags as well, and made with love. So there is a die that will go with those as well. Awesome. Now I have already gone ahead and done quite a bit of the stamping and die cutting. Not all of it. I do still need to do my big die, that one. God, hidden it from myself there. And I'm going to change this up. And I'm going to use some designer series paper this time instead of stamping, because I kind of thought it needed something else on this piece here, and I thought if I carried over the designer series paper onto there, that would work quite well. So changing it a little, changing the colours as well. All of the colours that I've used in this one are in the Brights collection, so I'm sticking with the Brights collection, but I have brought in some awesome designer series paper. Now this paper is available exclusively with host rewards, and let me just check what it's called. It's a huge big pack of paper with 48 12 by 12 sheets, and it's called Celebrate Everything. Lots of fabulous colours, lots of designs for Christmas, Halloween, we've got like fireworks. There's loads, absolutely loads. I'm sure I've shown it in one of my earlier videos as well. So I've cut that down. I'm going to back that with Poppy Parade again, and I've got my Poppy Parade to cut my tag, and I've got Pacific Point and Basic White for the actual construction of the card on there. So let me just start off with this piece of A4 card, and this is actually slightly narrower. It's 1/2 centimetre narrower than my usual card base because I wanted to have that little spine on there because I've got so many bits and layers in there. I didn't want it to bow out if it was just a normal card, so I've got a little spine on there so that it all is quite neatly contained inside. So I am going to score this, take that cutting blade away, at 10 centimetres. Okay. Now, for some strange reason, my blade's half in and half out here. Bear with me a second. I'll try and fix this without breaking anything. Don't know how I managed to do that. There we go. Right, so 10 centimetres. Okay. Then, 10.5 centimetres. Okay. And then I am going to trim this down to 20.5 centimetres. So I'm just taking a little bit off the width of this there. Okay. Right, there we are. Then I'm going to turn that around and I am going to score at 14.5 centimetres. So lining that up, 14.5, and that's where I would normally have my score line on my card base. And I'm going to trim that down as well to 29 centimetres. 29, yeah. Trim that down. Okay, so I've got 2 little strips that I've taken off my A4 card. Now, we've got a little spine there. This bit is we're going to keep, and these bits we're going to keep, but I need to get rid of this piece here. Okay, so I'm lining it back up at 10 centimetres. I'm going to cut down to that score line at 14.5 centimetres. Okay, doesn't matter if you don't get it absolutely perfect. And then I want to cut across there. So lining it up at 14.5, start where I left off and just come down. Okay, so I'm taking out this quarter here. I didn't get that quite into the corner and I don't want to just pull it. Just take that tiny little fluffy bit off. There we go. Alright, so we've now got the bones of our card, like so. Now, I will burnish them properly, and I've actually just gone off my score line there. So it's slightly too long. Let me just trim that. I could have gone back on my trimmer given that it's sitting there, but there we go. Just taking that score line out actually. Okay, so that will fold over and that will fold over like so. Now I have so this piece I can be using for something else later on. This piece I've already trimmed down to 9.5 centimetres wide by 29. So I'm just scoring this. I don't need to do any chopping. So I'm scoring this at 14.5, so that's in the middle. Okay. But I want to do 1.5 centimetres either side, so I'm doing it at 13. And I am going to do that at 16, which is right in the middle there. Alright, so I've now got 3 score lines in the middle of that. Before I do anything with that, I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. So I've got my Pacific Point. Let's Celebrate You. Let's get rid of that. And then with Poppy Parade, I'm going to stamp those hearts that are all from the same set. There we go. That's that out of the way. And I have already gone ahead and die cut the candles, but I will put them on once I've actually constructed this. Alright, so bring this card in. I'm going to burnish those lines to make them nice and crisp. So we've got our 2 there. Just trying to line that up. And this one. Nice and neat. Okay, so this piece here, I want to put glue around there first of all. So don't go any further than that score line there. And then I'm just lining that up so that we've got an even margin on either side there. Glue that. Then I want to glue this piece. And I kind of need to stretch this a little bit, but again I want to make sure I've got a nice neat margin there, and then press that down in place, and then you can see you've got that little pop-up bit there. Alright, so let me just give that a good press. Right, now I want to have my little pocket there, so I've just cut a piece of card that is 3 centimeters, oh no, so 3.5 centimeters wide, and is just short of, in fact no, it is 9.5, so this section here is 10, so we've got a little bit, we're not overlapping there. And I just cut another little bit of designer series paper, that's the wrong glue, here it is. And I'll just layer that up. Okay. And with this piece, I just want to have glue on 3 sides so that our little gift card holder can pop in. All right, like so. Let me just go ahead and die cut this piece, and then that will be the inside done. Now this is narrow enough that it would fit in the mini, however it's too long for the mini bases, so you need to use your big die cutting machine for this one. Now, as I mentioned at the start, this is for the Project Share blog hop, so You'll get a link to my blog post in the description bar below, and from my blog you'll be able to hop along and see what Jill, Verity and Jez have created for our birthday theme. So I'm just burnishing those lines just now because I'm going to run it back through the die cutting machine and I don't want to lose those lines. They're kind of difficult to see at the best of times, to be perfectly honest. So I'm going to this time just put a little bit of I'll do a balloon die cut on that one. Let me just bring this back in. Just a little peekaboo there. You don't need to do this, but I just thought it was quite cute. I think I'm done with the die cutting now. So just want to add a little bit of glue on those pieces here. Fold that over. Should have burnished that first. Just matching it up. Give that a press. How easy is that to make a lovely little gift card holder? Just keep that pressed to make sure I've got that totally glued. In the meantime, I will glue these pieces together. Alright, so we've got most of the elements of this done. Let's pretend that I've popped a gift card in there. With my other one I just added a little bit of trim. Just tied that in a knot and then a little bow. Love this trim. So this is the Simply Elegant trim and comes in a 2-pack with gold and silver. I'm using up my silver because I've used all of the gold and I've got a new pack, but I'm not letting myself use any of the new stuff until I've finished off the first one. Okay, so that will simply pop in there like so. We need to add our candles, and I've just used scraps of card from the Brights collection, and definitely need to use my little pot of glue, and just at the bottom piece, because you've only got 1.5 centimetres, so a little bit of glue on there, pop that on, and then just do the rest of them. Alright, so that is the inside of the card all ready, just to have your message written on there. And I'm just going to give that a bit of a score. It's popping out a little bit at the end there, so I've obviously not got that quite right. Not too bad. Right, let me add this layer. And yeah, I do think that looks a bit better, having that continuing on there. I did do another Hugs and Kisses. Kisses and Hugs, is it? No, EXO, I want that way. And I could actually add that balloon that I've taken out of there on there too. Why not? Down a little glue. Pop that in the middle. And we'll take off that excess. On there, so that's that bit done. Just want to do the front of the card. Once again, I've stamped the happy birthday, this time in Pacific Point, and I've die cut some balloons as well. And do that. With all those bright stripes, don't really need much more, do we? And just a happy birthday and some birthday balloons. Let's pop the balloons up with dimensionals. Why not? So as I mentioned earlier, this is part of a blog hop. Go get yourself some more birthday inspiration by clicking on the link below to visit my blog post, and then hop around to Verity, Jill and Jess, so it won't take you too long. But these ladies inspire me constantly, and I'm sure they will inspire you too. Right, gonna add my ribbon. Just put a little bit on the back there as well. Using this white crinkled ribbon, love this. And it's great for things like this where you will tie it and untie it and tie it again. Because it's already crinkled, doesn't matter. It is exactly the same width as the tear and tape, so you need to be a little bit careful doing that bit. And ribbon snips, we'll do there. And then I can cover the front bit of ribbon with this bit here. And there we have it. One nice little book fold. Got our gift card in there, some Hugs and Kisses, Let's Celebrate You, birthday candles, and plenty of room for you to write your personal message on there. I like that. I hope you do too. So as I said, both of them using colours from the Brights collection. This is Poppy Parade, Pacific Point, and Granny Apple Green. We've got Flirty Flamingo, Poppy Parade, and Bermuda Bay on this one. Which one do you prefer? If you're new to my channel, I'd love for you to click on the subscribe button, but for everyone, I would really appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up, and if you've got time, leave me a comment. Until the next time, take care. Bye bye.